to call himself by one name because he's a rock star, as far as I'm concerned. Uh, he's gaining my vote more and more every day. He's one of the co-founders. He actually was part of I think it was called the Google AlphaGo team, and they created the computer that played against chess champions and another strategy game called Go. He competed against those humans, and in developing that machine learning software player that actually beat them. So he was part of that team. So super nerd here. And then we have Kim Jong Un, not the president of North Korea, but this Kim Jong Un is one of the founders, and apparently that name is so common in North Korea and South Korea that it's actually the equivalent of John Smith in Canada and U.S. So technically strong. What are they building? They're building a full ecosystem, and this is what the app already includes and what it will include in the future. They have a cross-chain multi-asset cryptocurrency wallet. They have a built-in decentralized mobile exchange, as well as an OTC exchange that's currently in beta that will be launched before the end of the year. Global payment platform, just like Google Pay, just like Alipay from Alibaba and WeChat Pay in China. Peer-to-peer transactions. AI arbitrage is the way they generate revenue for its members. Eventually, they'll have mining of their own coin. They'll have the mainnet platform, which is the platform that they'll be able to generate revenue from as companies use this platform to develop applications in blockchain. So it's a full ecosystem. And as I mentioned, they are technically strong. They're not a network marketing company first. They are a technology company. Korea Blockchain Convention, they were there presenting on stage to talk about what they're building. Same thing at the Hong Kong Blockchain Convention in the spring this year. That's Leo on the top right. They've already advertised in Beijing High-Tech Village, which is the equivalent of Silicon Valley in China, as well as in New York Times Square. This company is technically strong. April 2018, they launched the app to a set of leaders that they shared it with to grow this company. And that's when the app was initially available. The company has grown mostly in Asia Pacific. That's because that's where it came from. So the countries of South Korea, China, and Japan is where most of the members are currently. I'd say 95%. I think we have a presence in almost 40 countries now, but the majority is still in the Asia Pacific. And Simon is actually one of the first members here in Toronto that actually started doing English presentations. Before that, it was just a Chinese community here in Toronto. Now he's spreading the word and sharing it with, the entire English community here in Canada and, now in the US with Sal's help. So this is about as ground floor as you get for this side of the world. The fact that it's already proven in the eastern part of the world is a great benefit to us. July 2018, they realized that to grow across the globe, they need to make sure that they're fully compliant. And so they actually registered themselves as the Plus Token Foundation in both Singapore and in Colorado in the US. So that lends a lot of credibility because I understand that Singapore is one of the toughest countries to be approved when registering as a company or a foundation. So for me, that was like a lot. That was a lot of it's sort of provide me a little more confidence in that this company is here for the long term if they're going through that trouble. September 2018, Sheng Zhao was brought on board as a strategic advisor when he signed an agreement with the founders of Plus Token at another digital conference. Sheng Zhao is, as his picture is alluding there, he's huge in the crypto technology space. So he's a founder of a blockchain forum company out of New York that puts on trade shows in blockchain. He has a media company, as well as I think he's also an owner of a hedge fund in crypto. So the day that they announced this agreement, where basically the team of nerds was getting help from a person of huge influence, the price of Plus Token went up about 25% in one day. This October, Leo there appeared at the United Nations World Investment Forum in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, he was asked to speak there about what Plus Token was all about and what they have planned for the future. And then most recently, the company Plus Token was recognized as a top 10 brand company, up and coming company, at the Economic Summit in Beijing, China. They were actually won an award from the government of China, as I think they represented Korea in that competition. But the idea is Plus Token's already being recognized not by the network marketing arena. It's being recognized by the blockchain and the cryptocurrency arena. So whenever you get that type of credibility, it's always great press for us. And I think the price of Plus Token rose a few bucks just on that news alone as well. So every time we get great press like this, it's always going to help, lend credibility to the company and what we're trying to do, because now we're realizing, the world is going to start paying attention. These guys are building something huge. What they've built so far is already being recognized by their peers. And it's not in the network marketing, it's in the blockchain community. So that's when I saw that. I lost a few hours of sleep when I saw that pick. So, anyways, Plus Token wallet features. There's a multi-asset cross-chain wallet. What that means is that there's three major categories of blockchain platforms in the space right now. There's Ethereum-based platforms, there's Bitcoin-based platforms, and then there's EOS-based platforms. You'll be hard-pressed to find a single application that contains all three currencies within that wallet. So they have it because they're technically strong. There's an AI arbitrage bot that's built into the platform that rewards its members on average 10% a month, paid daily. There's a mobile payment solution, just like Google Pay, that's live now. It's available today, not Tuesday. There's a built-in decentralized mobile exchange as well as an OT exchange that's currently in beta that will go live before the end of the year. Okay, and a lot of people ask, well, this company, the PlusCoin, will they ever go into the public exchanges? And the plan is for that to happen in March of 2019. Well, they'll be listed on, I think, no less than 30 exchanges, I believe, is the number we've been given. In the future, they're going to have a mobile gaming hosting platform available. And for the younger ones in the audience, they all know how big the video game industry is. They're going to have a merchant portal platform where merchants who are willing to accept PlusCoin as payment will be able to track all their payments from members who are using the technology. And then as well as social media and project hosting and the mainnet, which Simon says is probably more exciting than anything else that we have so far. So when Simon says that, I listen because I'm not the technical guy, but Simon is. So if he says it's bigger than what we have so far, then I take it to heart and I realize, okay, maybe he knows something I don't. So if you remember anything from this presentation, this is what I want you to remember, because I'm taking a page out of Steve Jobs' book on presentations. Use big fonts and use no more than 10 words. So 0, 1 in the house. Okay, 0, 1 in the house. That's what we're going to focus on. 0 is the concept of arbitrage and how zero risk is involved with this. I first heard about arbitrage when a friend of mine called me and said, Alvin, you have a few $100s that you want to make 30% on, guaranteed. I said, no, sure, yeah, but what is it about? He says, well, Team Canada is playing Team Czechoslovakia in hockey, and I found a mistake across these two online gambling sites. So if we bet X dollars for Team Canada to win on this site and Y dollars for Team Czechoslovakia to win on this other gambling site, regardless of who wins, the amount of money we lose on one site will be less than the amount of money we win on the other site. So we are guaranteed to make 30%. So I said, okay, it makes sense to me. I saw the two sites. I saw the odds were so different, and I did the math. I gave him $1,000. A few days later, he gave me $1,300. My email address is relentless@winning.com because I love to win and I hate to lose. So that really resonated with me. So whenever I see a program where arbitrage and crypto is combined, I had to pay attention. So an example of how it works is here, where before a trade, there's 200,000 USDT and 30 Bitcoin spread across two different exchanges, half on Binance and half on Kraken. The arbitrage AI dog there in the middle there has that radar. And the idea behind this dog is that it sniffs for arbitrage opportunities. And when it smells it and identifies it, it acts quickly to make two trades simultaneously on these two different exchanges. So it recognized that on Binance, the market price for Bitcoin was 6,600, and on Kraken, it was at 6,400. So it puts in simultaneously a sell order for 15 Bitcoin on Binance and a buy order of 15 Bitcoin on Kraken. A few seconds later, within instants, the company now has 203,000 USDT based on 15 Bitcoin times a $200 profit, and the original, and then 30 Bitcoin all on Kraken now. So the idea is arbitrage involves zero risk, and this is what the AI dog does 24/7, over and over and over again, right? Zero risk. Remember the first number I said to focus on? Zero risk. If you had an opportunity to participate in something where zero risk is involved, just like that 30% mistake in the Team Canada versus Team Czechoslovakia bet, wouldn't you participate? That's what we have here. Okay, and for me, when looking for the next program to run with and put my blood, sweat, and tears with, and to put my name with, I needed to see some sort of level of transparency. So what the company does, it provides a subset of their trades on an ongoing basis online. And it's good to know that they're continuing to do this weekly so that you know that they're still trading week after week. So in this example here, every two lines represents an arb trade. So the first example, it was Kraken and BitThumb. They made a purchase on Kraken and they sold on BitThumb. They made a 1.12% profit on those two separate trades. Okay. What's important to note is people say, well, what's 1%? Whoop-de-doo. But what you don't understand is 1%, 1.12%, 1.09, 1.05, and 1.04 done over and over again, 24/7, 7 days a week, eventually compounds. And that's what allows the company to pay its members to keep their crypto in their wallet and pay them 6 to 18% per month, because the compound effect takes into effect. So those are Bitcoin examples. Here are some Ethereum examples. 6%, 6%, 6%, 4%. It was a great day for them that day. And then here's Litecoin with 0.64, 0.64. The thing you need to realize and notice here is that everything is a positive ROI, because the arbitrage AI bot, unless there's an opportunity there, it's not going to go for it. And remember, arbitrage involves zero risk. Why? Because we know ahead of time the price on Kraken and the price on BitBank. And if we execute those trades properly at the same time, we can't lose. Okay, so this is some of the other Plus Token features of the app. We have that AI dog, smart dog, that's quickly becoming Alvin's new best friend. We have the 3 public chains available on the wallet, which proves that this company knows what they're doing and they're technically strong. We have the currency transaction exchange that's in beta, and it'll be launched to all members by the end of the year. And then there's also the link revenue tied to the ability to track the revenue you're generating by simply sharing this program with others. The Plus Token coin itself, which serves as the platform for the mobile payment system, the transaction speed is 100,000 per second, and it's built on a new technology in crypto called ZK Snark. Simon says that 100,000 transactions per second is up there with the big boys, because remember, this company is technically strong. Here's a dog again. The first screen here, I'm just going to share some slides from the app itself. The first screen here, intelligent income, refers to the daily payout that we're receiving simply by holding our crypto within this wallet It's the payout that's coming from the arbitrage trading. The second screen here shows the link income, which refers to Alvin? Additional 3-star two and 3-star bonuses, and then eventually the last part there is a trading commission, which will be available once they launch the exchange. The last screen here is your main wallet screen, which shows PlusCoin along with the 8 coins that are currently available. So here's a difference between my wallet. Not all wallets are created equal. My wallet pays me to hodl. Okay. This shows how the fact that I've activated the AI bot with the Bitcoin that I was storing in the wallet, I transferred it over to the AI bot. 0.0837 Bitcoin is the amount of Bitcoin that I put in there initially. It was about 500 US. I think this screenshot was taken about 5 weeks in. I had accumulated 4.2 PlusCoin. The next screen shows that my PlusCoin is growing, but what you have to see there is that the amount of Bitcoin is staying the same. Why? Because the company is not touching my principal that's in the wallet. That 0.0837 will be there next month, the month after, third month. What's going to continue to grow is that 6 to 18% that I'm earning in PlusCoin just for simply storing my Bitcoin of 0.0837 in that wallet. And that's the difference between this program and other programs, where essentially the other programs is a lending program where you're giving them your Bitcoin in the form of a package of some sort, and you're playing this game. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that after 3 months and 6 months, you've paid back my original principal. And then on month 9 and month 12, I'm starting to get that ROI. Here, your principal, you're in profit from day one. They don't touch your principal. They generate revenue from the AI arbitrage, and they pay you 10% on average per month, paid daily. 0, 1, and the house. We already know that 0 represents zero risks that's involved with arbitrage. What does 1 represent? You're in profit from day one. Okay? So why would we want to be part of an exchange? Why would we want to be involved in that on that side? Well, those of us who've been in the crypto space for a while have probably made some profits. But in the last, I guess, 10 months, most of us have been hodling. We've been in a holding pattern because of the bear market that we're currently in. But there's one segment of the community in the crypto space that's still making money hand over fist on a daily basis, and that's the exchanges. So in this example, Poloniex is making $3,000 US a day. Binance, which came out of nowhere October of last year, is now making $3.48 million a day. And how did they do that? They built it with a 1-level affiliate program, and they probably have less than 300 employees, but they're making money to the tune of $3.48 million a day, which puts them in that $1 billion annual revenue club for companies. And why? Because regardless of whether Bitcoin is up or down, regardless of whether we're in a bull or a bear market, as long as a transaction is made between a buyer and seller, fees are paid, and hence the house always wins. The opportunity here at Plus Token is they're trying to be the next Binance. They have the technology and the ecosystem that they're building. What are they missing? They're missing members. So they're leveraging the fact that they understand a full affiliate program will get them there faster, and they understand that to incentivize people to use this exchange, you need to pay them. And if you pay them, they will come. And if you pay them to share it, others will come. So the blueprint for the company is they're looking to reach 10 million members by the year 2022. And they're doing that by paying their members 6 to 18% a month until they reach 10 million members. And then after they reach 10 million members, they're going to continue to do that for another 2 years. The reason they say that is because they're realistic. They know that as the markets mature in crypto, the arbitrage opportunity is not going to be as good as it is currently. They know that the price differences between the exchanges are going to start to shrink, and they know that the market's going to continue to mature. So they're realistic about that. So what is their game plan to replace that? Well, the idea is once they launch the exchange and the flash pay, they're going to pay 50% of the fees to its members in commissions. So essentially what we have here is the opportunity to build your own house within this ecosystem, because you want to be part of the house. You want to be the house, right? So exchange, that's launching by the end of this year, both a regular exchange as well as an OTC exchange where you can buy Bitcoin directly from members across the world. The Flash Pay mobile system is the equivalent of Google Pay, Alipay, and WeChat Pay. You know, in Asia Pacific, they don't carry cash or fiat anymore or coins. They don't even carry debit cards or credit cards anymore because a lot of the, you know, they're not punching in their PIN code into POS terminals. What they are carrying around is one or two of these. And all they need to do to pay for their meals at the soup kitchens that line the streets of Beijing, once they're done their meal, is scan a barcode, right? This Flash Pay is here now. We've already signed up some merchants here in Toronto. We can send plus coins to each other instantly. It's a working model. It's not something that's going to be built over the next year or two. It's here today, not Tuesday. Okay? In the future, they're going to be able to mine plus coins because they've only released 200 million out of a total 500 million. They're going to have ATM machines that they're going to invest in. And then that thing that Simon says is going to be bigger than all of this combined is the mainnet, right? Ecosystem is being built. This company is strong technically. All they are missing is members. You get to build that membership. You get to build your house here. So there's the roadmap. April 2018, they launched the app. September 2018, they launched the exchange in beta. May 2019, they're going to launch that mainnet. What's exciting is they've actually announced that all the things that are on their roadmap for this 5 to 6 year plan right now, they want to have it in place within 10 months. There's a recent announcement that they made. And I'm like, you know what? Give me 10 months. That's all I need. So member benefits, 6 to 18% per month, depending on the coin, paid monthly, on a monthly basis, paid daily. How do we get paid? We get paid in plus coin. The minimum amount to put into the wallet is 500 USD, no maximum. You can turn off the AI dog at any time and withdraw your crypto. So that's the beauty of this program. You're not locked in for 3, 6, 9 months or a year. You can, if you have an emergency in a family and you need to pull out your 500 US worth of Bitcoin, that's no problem. You can withdraw it. If you do it within the first 28 days, there is an early redemption fee of 5%. If you do it after that, the fee is only 1%. These are the 8 coins that are included as part of the wallet that's currently being traded on the arbitrage and available to be for payouts. Once again, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and EOS. You'll be hard pressed to find a wallet that has all 3 of those coins available within the same app. There will be more added to this in time. 0-1 in the house. So the one thing that I like to share with people is this slide here when they're already familiar with crypto or they're already familiar with other crypto programs, especially if they've been burned in the past, which a lot of us have. Y plus token, there's no packages to buy. There's no contract. We're not playing that. I hope this company pays me 3 and 6 months from now so that I'm back to zero, so that after 6 months, I'm going to start getting an ROI. There's no contract. There's no package. What do? You simply transfer the crypto that you already have sitting on Binance that's earning you nothing into their wallet. There's no membership fees for registration. There's no monthly fee. What does that mean? You are in profit from day one. Okay? You get rewarded for holding your crypto in their wallet. 6 to 18% per month paid daily. And we get paid in plus coins, as I mentioned. A lot of people, I think Sal's first question, once he saw it, because he knew that it made sense, was, well, what is this plus coin worth? Can I liquidate it? Can I transfer it into a currency that can be used? And the answer is yes. You can convert it within the app to Ethereum, which you can sell to someone else or transfer to another wallet and then transfer to fiat, convert to fiat. Liquidity was key for us when we were looking at our next program, because what good is having 1 million of coins of whatever program you may be looking at when you're not able to liquidate it, you're not able to cash it in? Why would you work so hard in a program where there's these coins that are internal that the company is rewarding you with, but you can't convert it to a usable format? So that was huge. That was when I saw that, it was a no-brainer at that point. And a lot of you are asking, okay, well, this is great and all. If you pay them, they will come. Does that theory come into reality? And the answer is yes, so far. Because this plus coin started at 40 cents on April 30th. It took 2 months for it to double to 80 cents end of June. I first heard about this when it was at $9, I think. I finally pulled the trigger because I waited a few weeks when it was almost around $11. And we keep having to update this slide, as you can see. I haven't even updated it yet. Because it's on October 14th, it had an all-time high of 15.52. On October 28th, I think it breached the $17 mark. And today it's sitting at about $18.32. Why? Because if you pay them, they will come. If you pay them to share it with others, they will come. This company is pure genius when they designed this program, because they knew what they had and what they needed to do. So how do we know that the Plus token will be sustainable? Well, the company has designed it that way. They've designed it so that the whole entire ecosystem that they're building will be based on the Plus coin. Arbitrage payouts are in Plus coin. Exchange fees will be paid in Plus coin. Flash pay fees from the merchants will be paid in Plus coin. Members that are coming on board will want to buy Plus coin. Future incomes, the mining and ATM machines and the mainnet, those will also revolve around the Plus coin. So if you have a limited supply, increasing demand, we all know what happens there. Okay. The company's also putting in some safeguards to make sure that there's a sustainable progression towards $100 or $1,000, right? Basically, to qualify for the exchange fee commissions, which is a second revenue stream that's coming, you need to hold 300 Plus coins. But yet at the same time, no single account member can buy more than 100 Plus coins from the company. That's what they've set as a limit, because they don't want to bring in these whales who have access to a lot of resources, who are going to buy thousands of Plus coins and then be able to manipulate the markets. That's really bad news for the little guy, right? So they cap how much you can buy from the company at 100, and they put in safeguards so that people won't necessarily be quick to sell them, because to qualify for the exchange fees, you need to hold 300, which you obviously have to build up to or accumulate. The big boys who want to start building the huge teams, they'll need to hold 5,000 and 10,000 Plus coins respectively. All of these safety measures are being put into place to make sure that over time, as the company grows from 500,000 members currently to 10 million by 2022 is going to happen. So in case you're wondering, is it too late for us? Well, if they want to go to 10 million and there's only 500,000 right now, and the price of the coin is only at $18, I think there's still a lot of room for growth, right? They're predicting it to double by the end of the year, and maybe in the 30 to 40 range, and then within 6 months, maybe close to 100. Will it get there? I don't know, right? but the idea is it's headed in one direction. 0, 1 in the house. Plus token income disclosure. Alvin is not a financial advisor. Most of the financial advisors that I know are all broke. But besides that, I need to share with you the fact that Plus token does not and will not guarantee the levels of income we're about to share. As with any business, the results vary on the individual based on their efforts, their business experience, expertise, and level of desire. So the message here is whatever you're going to store in this wallet, if you decide to participate, make sure it's not an amount that you can't afford to lose, because crypto in general is volatile and there is risk associated. Okay? So I like to call this a 5-minute napkin plan, which I share with people who, want to know why this wallet versus others. So I call this the good, better, best, and bestest. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is tonight. So good is holding one Bitcoin within Mycelium, Binance, Bitfinex, or Bittrex. You're holding one Bitcoin there at the current price of 6,500 US. That's good because that means you're in the game. You're in the crypto space. You're diversifying your portfolio. Better is hodling with Plus token, because your one Bitcoin will be stored in a wallet that pays you to hodl. Best is when you hodl with Plus coin and allow for compounding to take place, which we all know compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, according to Einstein. So let's say next year, Bitcoin's price, it goes up and down, up and down. $500. You haven't lost anything. Better is hodling it with Plus coin, because now you have 2.2 Plus Bitcoin. And best is 3.16 if you allow for compounding. 3.16 in Egyptian times was the equivalent of pi. Alvin loves pi. I love having 3.16 Bitcoin instead of just one. Okay? So if the price of Bitcoin stays the same, your one Bitcoin in Mycelium or Binance is going to be 6,500. With Plus token, it's going to be 14.3, and with compounding, it's going to be 20,540 with Plus token. But let's say the price of Bitcoin doubles and you're taking advantage of what I call Bitcoin making Bitcoin, the triple C, crypto compounding crypto, right? Good with Mycelium and Binance, you have one Bitcoin, but it's doubled, so you have 13,000. Better with Plus token is you have 28.6 in fiat, because your one Bitcoin is now 2.2. And the price of Bitcoin's doubled, you're double dipping, it's 28.6. And with compounding on their best, you have 41,080 fiat. Okay. Same 6,500 US dollars invested and put and used to purchase one Bitcoin today. 3 different results based on the price of Bitcoin doubling. But, Alvin is relentless at winning. I love to win, but I hate to lose. So this next slide resonates with me, because this can be used as a way to hedge your bets on the possibility that Bitcoin drops in price. I don't know if it's probable because of what's coming in the marketplace, but it is still possible that Bitcoin drops to 3250. If that were to happen, good is no longer good. Actually, it's bad, because you're sitting on 3250, and what that means is that if you sell, you've lost 50% of your 6,500, or you're going to be hodling even longer, right? Waiting for the market to recover. With better and best, holding it with Plus token, you're still up 7,150 and 10,000 respectively, even though the price of Bitcoin has dropped in half. So this is what I share with people, as an elevator pitch or a 5-minute plan, because with this program, I believe it's just a numbers game. You show enough people, you're on your way. And if you can show as many presentations in 5 minutes, that's what you need to be able to do, right? And all of this, keep in mind, is for the one person has not even sponsored a single person yet. So bestest is when you share better and best. and build a team. And the number there, you know, I love pi, but infinity is better than pi. And to share some numbers with you guys, Mr. Chen out of, I think he's out of China or Korea. He was one of the lucky ones who was involved in since April 2018 of this year. He obviously saw a good thing when it was shared with him, and he decided to take action. And he's making 3,000 to 6,000 a day, but that's not in dollars. That's in Pluscoin. So if you do the math, $3,000 to $6,000 times the current price of Pluscoin, and that income is just going to keep going higher, because last month it was an average of 3,000 to 4,000. Now it's anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 daily, 7 days a week. So he's on track to be making 2 million this month, and next month it could be 5. The following month could be 10. And the reason people ask is like, how is that possible? Well, we're not promoting a program where there's a limited amount that people will buy. There's no limit to how much people will invest and purchase, how much crypto they will leverage and store in this wallet in order to get that 10% return. In other programs that are not in the crypto space, you know, there's only so much juice someone can order. There's only so much pills someone can consume, because they're going to get the same result. Just by buying 2 more pills is not going to make a difference. Just by buying 2 more bottles of juice is not going to make a difference for their health. So there's a limit, and that's why what's possible in the crypto space and why it's changing the industry, that's the reason. There's no limit on what amount of money people want to earn from their investment, from their money, right? And that's bottom line, is the reason why so much revenue is being generated by these companies that are in the crypto space. So how does it work? So you store $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in your Plus Token wallet. 10% on average per month is $100 a month. That's $3.33 a day. So what it does is it pays you in Pluscoin. So based on $15 per coin that day, they're going to pay you 0.22 Pluscoin. If you decide to share this with others, let's say you share it with John. He puts in 1,000 worth of Bitcoin into his wallet, and he's earning 10% a month, which is $100 a month in Pluscoin. You will receive 100% matching bonus, $100 a month. Okay. There are programs that reward people handsomely just like this. You know, you get 10% as well. The challenge is that 10% is coming from John's 1,000 US. You're taking money from Peter to pay Paul. But here, it doesn't work that way. The $100 that's paid to John and the $100 that's paid to you comes from the arbitrage trading that the company does to generate their revenue. After a month, John will still have 1,000 US dollars worth of Bitcoin that he initially put in as part of his working principal. That stays in his wallet. It is not touched by the company to pay him $100 and you $100. That's the difference with this program. So Bestis is the AI dog compensation plan I'm going to show you. It's about sharing with others. So on your level 1, your direct referrals, you're making that 100% matching bonus. So in terms of volume, based on 10% a month, that translates into 10% in volume. Levels 2, to qualify, you need a second direct, and it earns you 10% on your level 2 generation. Level 3, 3, level 4 on down. To qualify for the full compensation plan, you need 10 direct referrals, which opens up levels 1 all the way down to 10, where from levels 2 to 10, you're making 10% matching bonus, which translates based on 10% a month paid by the AI bot into 1% on volume. Okay? Level 11 to infinity, if you want more, once you've gone 10 wide and you have 200,000 in volume, the company is going to pay you an additional 5% matching bonus. And what we found out, it's not just on level 11 to infinity, but it actually pays out this 5% to levels 1 to 10 as well. So those numbers there on level 1 goes to 105, and then on level 2 down to level 10 goes to 15%. Okay, and then obviously level to infinity, it's 5%. If you want more, you get promoted to a 3-star, and what that means is you have 3 teams where there's a 3 separate teams that have a 2-star member on them, and thereby you'll earn the 3-star bonus of 5% again. On those teams where you have those 2 stars, you'll earn that 5%. On those teams where you don't have a 2-star, you'll earn the 5 plus the 5% for a total of 10. 4 stars is the next rank. That's where you have 3 teams with the 3 stars in them. You'll get that 5%. If there's a team with a 2-star in it, you'll get 10%. And if there's a team with no 2 and 3 stars, you'll get the full 15%, the 3 times the 5. At the 5-star level, which Mr. Chen is currently at, he has 3 different teams that have a 4-star in them. You're getting a revenue share in the company, and currently it's about a minimum 1.5 million per year that's available in that program. So there's a lot of cha-ching available, and this is just the AI dog program, right? Mr. Chen, like I said, 3,000 to 6,000 plus coins on a daily basis. All you need to do is really decide what between, what you want to make and how big a house you want to build. I think is a story here. There's a lot of money on the table here, just with the AI dog compensation plan. So the game plan that we share with people is, how do I get to 10,000 per month? Well, if you just build on your 1 level, you have the 100% matching bonus, which translates to 10% on volume. If you find 10 people who have 1,000 US worth of Bitcoin and you have them transfer it to this wallet, that's 1,000 residual per month to you, which is doable for the average person. If you take, even if it takes them 10 months to do that, 1 per month, finding 1 person a month who puts in 1,000 or transfers 1,000 US worth of Bitcoin into their wallet, you already get 1,000 a month. To build on the level 1 to 10,000 per month, you would need 10 directs to put in 10,000 each to get that 10,000 a month residual. So that's a little more difficult for the average person. So what we always share with people is, if you want to get to 10,000 residual per month, what you really need is 1,000 members putting in 1,000 US into their wallets. Because on the full affiliate program from levels 2 to 10, where the bulk of your team will be, it's a 10% match, which translates to 1% on volume. So 1,000 members times 1,000 US, that's the 1 million volume, and 1% of a million is that 10,000 a month you need. So what we share with people is the plan where, your level 1 sponsor 10, on average, 3 of those 10 will build. So if 3 of them sponsor 10, you're going to have 30 on that level. Now you have a team of about 30 to 40 people building. If they start growing it on your level 2, there's going to be 100. Out of that 100, 30 people will build. So you're going to have 300. Out of that 300, 30% again will translate into 1,000 on your 5th level. So once you're there, you're going to have a total of, we're well past that 1,440 members. So you're going to be well past that 10,000 threshold. It's not easy to do, so it's not hard to do, especially if you have people that, realize the value and they say, you know what, I want to add another 1,000 to this. I want to add another 5,000 to this, which we're already starting to see, because they see the daily payouts every day, and they see that they can actually take it out and convert it to Ethereum the same day. So the exchange commission, it's going to be very similar on the exchange fees, 5% down to 10 levels. You must hold 300 plus coins to qualify. Then once you get to Diamond or VIP member, where you have to hold 5,000 and 10,000 plus coins respectively, that's where the comp plan opens up to beyond level 10 and additional bonuses. I think that's it. That's all I had to share tonight, Sal.